Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we had this whole fucking thing planned out about how God doesn't exist and how aliens do and all this shit. But you know what? We throw all that notes and shit away. We're gonna just come out of fucking brain for it.
Freestyle.
He's Paulie C. And I'm Dilly D.
Alright, so
We're just gonna get started here. We're just gonna say the random thing. God versus aliens. There's more evidence upon the aliens than there is of God. The only thing evidence of God is a fucking book.
yeah, okay,
That's it.
That's all there is. You was all about God, evidence. Okay, believing in Catholicism. That's all founded on one principle: faith. Faith is believing what you can't see. Who the fuck wants to do that?
Exactly.
That sounds like the biggest lie ever. If you ask me, it's like, yo, Dylan, I got $20 in my pocket.
Oh, really? Do you?
You can't see it though.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Let me see it. Same thing we say about God. God exists. Oh, let me see it.
Yeah, aliens though. There's some tangible proof of that shit.
There's even fucking shit on YouTube for it. You can't find shit on, like, fucking seeing God on YouTube.
Yeah, like, what are you gonna look on a YouTube video and click, oh, look at God, he's peeking over a cloud.
Like, come on,
No.
dude. No.
No. And Jesus Christ, that wasn't even his real name. Okay, you can look at, like, the military Roman records of people they persecuted. There was no one named Jesus Christ.
No one.
Yeah. Alright, he had a clearly different name, probably a whole different message than what's made to be the so-called Messiah. It's like, come on, you serious?
I mean, if you really want to think deeply about this shit, me and Pete just talked about it. How was electricity found by a guy with a kite with a key?
Yeah.
Like, what was that key? Was that rope connected to a fucking light bulb? How do you know it was electricity?
But yet again, this guy, he was connected to the Masons.
For-
One of the biggest conspiracy groups of all time.
Exactly.
You talk about some of the brightest men in history ever.
George
Like
Washington.
Thomas Jefferson. Okay? These were the men that said, don't trust foreign banks. Help yourself. Don't make alliances with any other nations. Just stay neutral. Okay? You look at, like, fucking Denmark. Now they stay neutral. Okay? They're totally fine by themselves.
Yep.
U.S., we're corrupting right now our government because of those foreign banks and shit.
And we're not even gonna get into the fucking mooly president we got either.
No, you don't even want to get us started on that.
Nope.
Let's just say John McCain.
Double hearts for him.
Yeah.
Now again, back in the island hopping campaign during World War II, we went to islands in Japan and gave them supplies and food. When we left there, when they needed more supplies, what did they do? They made statues of planes and fighter pilots. It could be the same thing with the Great Pyramids and everything, and Puku, whatever the fuck it's called, and the Mayan culture, everything.
Yeah, I mean,
They saw airplanes, but it's not airplanes, it would be UFOs. Considered to us, they just saw flying discs in the air, and maybe they wanted to replicate them by statues because they wanted them to come back.
yeah, exactly. I mean, if these primitive people from these Japanese islands would do the same, would basically, I don't know, honor what they saw as a god in the U.S. troops that brought them hope, that brought them supplies, why couldn't it have been possible for ancient man to do the exact same thing when visitors came to Earth? That's something for you to think about.
Like, seriously.
I mean, there's traces in the Bible. There's accounts in Ezekiel, the Gospel of Ezekiel, a prophet in the Old Testament, seeing a flying machine before him when he was wandering in the Israel desert. Okay? In the Bhagavad Gita, in Indian text, there's stories about these epics of gods flying in the air, having giant battles. These gods had weapons that exploded, and it's described in the text, burning fires that 1,000 suns couldn't create.
And people can say that doesn't describe an atomic bomb, but how would people that never heard of an atomic bomb or heard the characteristics of an atomic bomb say that's not an atomic bomb?
Exactly. Now, I mean, this is primitive man. Like, this ancient Indian text was written anywhere from the 5th to 7th century BC, it's believed. Okay, these people were using rocks, throwing sticks, and arrows as their most advanced weapons. How are they going to describe giant explosions and aerial battles? I mean, Come on.
Let's be realistic here.
Yeah. I mean,
there's so much.
you were talking about some real shit.
For all the shit we get from is from Ancient Aliens, the series. Watch it, comprehend it like we comprehend it.
Exactly.
There's a guy named Giorgio.
Yeah, there's one guy that, I don't care who you are, you have to look him up.
Giorgio.
His name is Giorgio A. Tsoukalos.
It's not only our inspiration, he's my fucking hero.
Yeah, okay, and if there was a book you want to read, it's Chariots of the Gods.
Read it, comprehend it.
Yeah, it's all about these facts. It's all tangible stuff. That's all it is. It's all facts. It's not this Catholicism is believing. You know, okay. The Pope's leading expert in like solar physics and shit. He just recently came out and said that if in the next up and coming years, 2012's coming up. Just throwing that out there. If in the up and coming years we find out that extraterrestrial life exists, that wouldn't damage the Catholic faith.
And here's our faces.
Bullshit. Okay.
They fucking find out the aliens exist. Every religion is downward spiraling. No religion will be thrown that. All religion will be thrown down the drain, and no one will fucking.
Every
care.
bit of religion down the gutter. This is a complete 180 from the church's traditional stand on this. Okay. The church used to persecute people because they didn't believe in God. All right. You saw them in the Spanish Inquisition. They would kill Native Americans like it was nothing. They dropped them like flies. You know, more people were killed in the Spanish Inquisition than the Holocaust. ×2.
And who talks about the Spanish Inquisition? No one, because it's controlled.
It's lost in translation. It's just lost in history.
It really is. But here's some real things to think about. If God existed, God wanted everybody to be happy. God wanted this to be the perfect place. How come there's things? War, diseases,
Hurricane Katrina,
crimes. Come on, dude. For real?
I know. I mean, you want to talk about God being this beloved being, this compassionate creator? Okay, then how come after the Garden of Eden, okay, the Bible story that after Adam and Eve broke the one rule, he punished the entire race of humans for all eternity? Are you kidding me?
For real?
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah, that sounds like the biggest asshole in the world.
I wouldn't even want to believe in him.
I wouldn't want to either, because Big Bang Theory, that's how the Earth was created. And there's literal proof of it, too.
Mm-hmm.
We see solar systems out there forming the exact same way, planets forming the exact same way.
Yep.
I mean, we can even look at one of Jupiter's moons right now. It has the same characters and characteristics and properties that Earth had billions of years ago. There's extraterrestrial life out there. Like, there's even traces of civilization on the moon and Mars.
Yeah, there really is. And if we knew that by heart, we'd let you know what it is. But we will have a little caption up and tell you the exact website for it.
Yes, we'll have a link on the side, right?
Probably over here.
Somewhere right there. But I mean, for real though, Catholicism.
Done. But here's one thing to really think about. And this will really get you thinking. 1770, was it 5?
Yeah.
Daniel McGinnis in Canada went over to a place called Oak Island in
Nova Scotia,
and he found this pit. And this was a young boy. This was even an engineer.
We have 1 minute.
And he started digging, and every 10 feet there'll be layers of logs.
Platform every 10 feet.
Every 10 feet.
A huge well going down. Okay, modern excavations, they've only gone down 250 feet of it.
And in that 250 feet, here's what was founded on top of the platforms: charcoal, putty, beach stones, and coconut fibers. Coconut fiber is not even in Canada.
No, nowhere even close. Modern day excavations, the Canadian government won't even let them search there because so many excavations have gone there. There's millions of rumors about stuff that could be there, from the Ark of the Covenant to buried treasure, pirate treasure. But basically, the Canadian government is holding it up right now because they're suspending, treasure hunting license. Come on, Canadian government must know there's something down there.
Exactly.
That's why they're not letting them. Come on.
This could be one of the biggest finds ever
in world history, depending on what we find.
Doesn't matter.
These are just some things to think about. Holy C,
Dilly
Dilly
D.
D. Burr!